Dr. Umar Johnson proposes a debate for who created hip-hop. Was it FBAs? Was it Puerto Ricans? Y'all already know how I feel about it. I'm going to show y'all the clip. We're going to break it down. We're going to talk about it. Hit that notification bell. Hit that subscribe button. Let's go.
You tuned into the 7-Day Theory. Hard body, hard spirit.
Peace and Pan-Africanism. This is your big brother, Dr. Umar Tunde Oguntade, coming to you live and direct from the city of brotherly love. I've been getting all kind of messages, inboxes, emails about the FBA ADOS versus Fat Joe situation. And today is the first day of Kwanzaa. Happy Kwanzaa to all my American Africans and Africans throughout the world. The first principle of Kwanzaa is umoja, unity. Umoja, unity. In the interest of unity, I am proposing that there be a public seminar, conference, and hearing on who exactly created hip-hop. From my understanding, hip-hop is exclusively an American African creation, although there has been Latino African contribution. From my understanding, hip-hop is an American African creation with Latino African contribution. I could be wrong on that. In fairness to the Latino African family, in fairness to the American African family, there needs to be a public discussion, a town hall meeting on this issue, because I don't want this to turn left. I don't want it to turn right. And I don't want the white American power structure to manipulate American Africans against Latino Africans. So what needs to happen? All the mothers and fathers of hip hop, everyone who believes that they are a mother or father of hip hop, everyone who claims to have been there at the foundation of hip hop need to be on a panel. I am volunteering Dr. Umar Tunde, the most relevant voice in the Black African world, not just in America, but the entire planet. I am volunteering to facilitate this conversation. There needs to be a conversation. There needs to be clarity. Too many people are not speaking up who know the truth because they don't want to offend people. Whether you don't want to offend the American Africans, whether you don't want to offend the Latino Africans, we need truth. So I'm saying today on Thursday, December 26th, day one of Kwanzaa, the principle is umoja. Let us organize. Let us unite. We need unity.
What up, y'all? You tuned in to the 7-Day Theory. Hard body, hard spirit. Check this. Dr. Umar Johnson finally responded to the back and forth that Lord Jamar and Fat Joe was having. Fat Joe says that Puerto Ricans with FBAs created hip-hop. Lord Jamar, who I agree with, says FBA's foundational Black Americans created hip-hop. Hip-hop is a black thing. Rap is a black thing. It's known worldwide, even today, that it's black culture, black urban culture, and that's how it was created. It's been like that since the birth. Did other races give contributions? Yes, they did. But contribution and creation are two totally different things, two totally separate things, right? Contribution does not equal or mean creation. Creation means creation, okay? So you can contribute to something that don't mean that you created it. But look, well, I don't think there's a debate. I believe it's set in stone. FBA's created hip hop, point blank, period. You already know how I feel. But I seen Dr. Umar come down the timeline, so I'm like, let me go ahead and talk about this. So I like what he's proposing, though. I like what he's proposing because Lord Jamar said the same thing. Lord Jamar said that he is willing and he wants to debate. He said he'll bring his people, all the people that he got that are gonna argue on his for his argument. And he said, Fat Joe, you could bring all the people you need to bring and to argue on your behalf, or that feed your argument, right? Lord Jamar said this. He would debate Fat Joe or whoever else wants to debate about who created hip hop. And Dr. Umar Johnson is saying he'll host the seminar. He will host it. He is one of the biggest voices in Black America on YouTube. Just period. He's one of the most influential, one of the most biggest voices in the culture right now. And he has been for a while. I fuck with Dr. Umar Johnson. While I don't agree with everything he says, I do agree with a lot he says, and I think he's a very smart and intelligent brother, who's a real out of the box thinker and got a lot of different ways of viewing stuff, right? So, and he even said it in the video. He said, from his understanding, hip hop was a African American thing, right? He even said that. He said, but he could be wrong. Look, while I think that FBAs, black culture, created hip hop, right? I'd be up to seeing this. And I like what he was saying about the whole Latino. If Latinos, Puerto Ricans, right? If they identified as African, which they are, they have their own hierarchy as far as and they have their own hierarchy and racism within their own community. From what I understand, a lot of dark-skinned Latinos or Puerto Ricans, they get looked down upon, or they're looked down upon like lesser, and the lighter skinned ones are looked at as something to put up on a pedestal or as something better than, right? And look, they do have African DNA in their genes. He said that if they would identify as African, as black, this wouldn't even be a debate, because if we say foundational Black Americans created hip hop, and Puerto Ricans or Latinos or people of that creed, right? If they identified as African, as black, then y'all would be in there with us, but y'all don't. Y'all don't identify as black, right? Or as African. So, but that's a whole nother conversation. But I like where he was going with that. I agree with that. This I don't know if this will happen, because look, I don't even think Fat Joe even wants to be in the same room with Lord Jamar. Lord Jamar proposed the debate. Dr. Umar Johnson, he'll host it. And look, and he said this is all this does is divide. Look, and he don't want the white media to use this as something that would spark a war between brown and black people. To me, that if it got that far, that people are doing too much. Look, if we go to war over who created hip hop, just saying that sounds stupid, right? There shouldn't be no war, and people, we shouldn't be so tricked out of our spot to even let somebody use that for us to be against each other. This is really not a conversation that needs to even go that far. If we want to have a debate, or we want to have dialogue, and you want to argue your point and we can argue our point, that's one thing. But for it to lead to violence or to war, that's beyond me. I don't want to see that. I'm not about that at all, right? I love all my brown brothers. I love all my white brothers. I love people of all color and creed, right? I'm black and Greek. I identify as black. I love all people, straight up. So for I don't want this to be something that divides us, because look, hip hop is about unity. We welcome any other races with open arms in the culture. We wasn't raised to hate or to be prejudiced against people for the color of their skin, because we know how that feels. Because it's done to us. Still today, it's done to us. It was done to me. At 5 years old, I experienced my racism for the first time. 5 years old. From another kid. So that just tells you what he was taught, right? That was my age. So So yeah, all that go like I don't want nobody to be able to either for it to go that far. I think we can have dialogue and keep keep it hip hop, right? It's not worth somebody losing their life or starting a battle over something that can really be kept verbal. You feel me? Verbal dialogue. But yeah, y'all let me know what y'all think. Dr. Umar Johnson, do y'all think that first of all, do you think it's a debate? Second of all, do you think this would be a good thing for the culture if he actually hosted and this actually went down? Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. We got memberships now. 7 day, keep your head up and your eyes open. I'm out.